Hello, it's time for Flashback, the weekly history quiz. Let's find out what's happened in history. All right. Okay, we're starting in 1948. Printing early due to a strike, a newspaper wrongly reports that Dewey defeated Truman, a famous incident in U.S. politics. Here we have, after a childhood of solving math puzzles, he found little else to do for fun in the Soviet Union. Alexei Pajitnov makes Tetris in 2 weeks. Well, that was certainly well after 1948, maybe the mid-1980s, 1984. Yes, there we go. I've met the Hank Rogers is the guy who acquired Tetris from Alexei Pajitnov and brought it to the West. I've met him before, interviewed him one time. Anyway, Maureen Flavin, an Irish clerk, reports sign of a coming storm. Her message leads to the delay of the D-Day invasion, perhaps saving it from disaster. Well, we can safely put that before 1948, 1944. There we go. Screen seems to be flashing. I'm sorry about that. I don't really know what's going on or how to stop it. I apologize if that's coming through on your end. Anyway, as Apollo 17 gazes at Earth after launch, NASA asks, did you get any pictures of that? One of the crew's photos becomes known as the Blue Marble. Well, that'll be the 1960s or 70s? 72. There we go. All right. Popular among women in Renaissance Italy is the concealed use of cosmetics, a version of today's no makeup aesthetic. What century do I think this is? The 15th century? Circa 1500s. Okay, so I was sort of on the line in that regard. Annoyed by his neighbors, William Blackstone sells his land, which becomes Boston Common, and leaves for what's now Rhode Island. That'll be in between these. 1634-25, that's funny, annoyed by his neighbors. Sushruta in what's now India is one of the first physicians to prescribe moderate exercise daily, such as walking, running, and javelin throwing. That's interesting. I'm going to say that's before this. Yes, 600 BCE. Very interesting. Accusing another writer of taking words without credit, the poet Martial calls him a kidnapper, or in the original Latin, plagiario. Do I think this is before or after 600 BCE? I'm going to say after. It is, 86 AD. Okay, it was comfortably after. To assert royal law in England after the anarchy, King Henry II creates local panels of 12 people to identify criminals, an early form of a jury. Oh, Henry II. Oh, I wish I could just immediately place this. I think it's before the 1500s, though. It is. Oh, 1166. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, there we go. I did well this week. So pleased about that. Let's look at the stats. And it looks like, in fact, most people did well this week. Just about half of everybody got it right. So let's see what people less frequently correctly placed. A comfortable majority placed the Indian physician correctly. Same goes for Roman plagiarism. 3/4 of people roughly placed Henry II properly. Let's see, just about everybody, the Renaissance makeup situation, just about everybody. William Blackstone, Boston Common in Rhode Island. Just about everybody. The D-Day thing, that's no surprise. Only 10% of people misplaced Apollo 17, and just about everybody correctly placed Tetris. So really no big trip-ups this week. And that feels what I would expect from these facts. And there we go. That was the Flashback. Back next week. Bye for now.